now. So once again, good morning everybody. It's nice to see you again. Welcome to this class. Majo, how was your weekend?
Good teacher and a really bit of busy. You?
Okay, it was great. I'm tired, but anyway, great. Roger, what about you? How was your weekend? Roger frozen, my gosh. Santi, how was your weekend?
Stay in my house.
Okay, that's great. Okay, guys. So Majo, what we started last class?
I can connect to the classes on
Ah,
Thursday.
right,
Yeah.
sorry. Majo, but did you check the class online? Remember the class
Yes.
related to the platform. Okay, so we talk about a conditional, right? We talk about zero, first and second conditional, but on Thursday we talk about unless, when, and if. Okay, Natalie, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. So now the idea is to check your homework, okay? It was a short story and you need to complete it with conditionals, right? So let me see. Give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. I misclick something. Okay, by the way, the idea for today is to do a listening practice, okay? We're going to practice your listening skills. But first of all, as every Monday, we're going to check the homework. So, let me see, is this one. So, complete this story and decided which conditional you have to use. So, Majo, could you start reading, please?
Last Saturday, Daniel woke up feeling tired. He usually sleeps well, but sometimes he was had trouble getting up early. His mother always says that if he uh, unless sleep enough,
Could you repeat it, Majo? I didn't understand. If he,
if he, I have to use the conditional.
yes. So notice, here is the conditional clause. If he not
Okay,
sleep
sorry.
well.
If
And this is
he
the
if he didn't sleep enough,
didn't. Are you sure about didn't?
mm,
This is zero conditional. Notice, here we have the conditional clause until the comma, right? And here we have the main clause. And this main clause goes in present simple. So present simple plus present simple is zero conditional. So here you need to use present simple. So
or
if
if he
he,
doesn't sleep enough.
okay, that's much better. Thank you, Mahu. Well done. You're so smart. Okay, Natalie, could you continue reading the second paragraph, please?
Daniel looked outside. The sky was dark, and
Ooh,
it seemed like
yes,
it was going to rain. He told if it's raining, later we'll stay at home and watch a movie.
So it is no. If it what?
Raining.
Rains with S. Later, I will stay at home and watch a movie. So notice, here we have the main clause with future with will. That means we have to use first conditional. And in this clause, we use present simple. So far, so good. Natalie, well done. Roger, the third paragraph, please.
Uh, However, that day was important. His best friend Laura had invited
Invited.
him to visit a new science museum. She told him, "If you come with me,
First
we,
conditional. You're right. We will have a
we,
great
we
time.
will have a great time."
Thank you, Roger. Well done. Santi, the next one. Paragraph number 4.
Daniel got dressed quickly on the bus. He imagined how the day would go without if the museum The museum is to prove that we could go to the cafe next door instead.
Okay, so I'm going to help you. So this is an imaginary situation, and here we have a modal verb. So for imaginary situation or unlikely, poco probables, we use second conditional. Okay? So in this case, we need to say, is the museum, could you repeat it, Santi?
Is
No. With second conditional in the if clause, we need to use past simple. If the museum was too crowded, we could go to the cafe next door instead. Okay, imaginary situation. Majo, again, number 5.
They arrived, they were amazed. Amazed. The museum had robots, holograms, and even a virtual reading room. And a guy explained that if visitors uh, could touch the machines without permission, they could break easily. Daniel nodded and kept his hand to himself.
Okay, well done, Majo, you're right, thank you. Antonia, good morning, nice to see you again. Antonia, we're checking the homework, so could you help us with this paragraph? Laura wanted this one, please. Could you read it and
Laura
complete it?
wanted to, Laura wanted to try the virtual reality room, but there was a long line. She signed no,
Sang it.
he signed and said, "If we wait here for an hour, we won't have time to see the rest of the museum."
Okay, this
Of the
is
museum.
first conditional. Good job. Now, Ellie, do you hear me? Ellie.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Ellie. How are you doing?
I'm fine, I think.
Okay.
And you?
So, Ellie, please read and complete this paragraph.
And Daniel had an idea.
Idea.
Idea. Idea.
Idea.
What if we go to the robot lab instead?
Instead.
Instead, if we see it first, maybe the line will be shortened later.
Okay, again, this is an imaginary situation. And notice in the main clause we're using a modal verb. So in this case, we use second conditional. And with second conditional, we use past simple. So instead of see, we say, Ellie, past simple for of see.
So,
So, thank you, Ellie. Well done. Guys, before I forget, could all of you, could you turn on your cameras? I'm going to take the attendance. Please. Good morning, Danny. So please turn on your cameras. Eli, Santi, and Gabriel.
teacher is this my problem? My camera broke. My phone.
Okay. What about you, Eli? Could you turn on your camera? Okay, guys, I'm going to take the screenshot like this, and I'm going to report you're having some issues with the cameras. Give me a moment. Because it's time. It's too late, actually. So attendance, B1, name. Who's missing? I think it's complete. Yes, yes. Complete. So Santiago and Eli. Okay, sorry. Okay. I'm going to share my screen again. We almost finished, right? If you have any question, let me know, please. We were working on this one. So, Natalie, The next one, please, this one.
Inside the robot lab, a small robot suddenly stopped working.
A technician
Technicians say
said,
say
said.
this said this always happen if the temperature gets too high.
Yes. First conditional. Awesome. Roger, next one.
Laura whispered to Daniel, "If I knew how to fix robots, I would help them."
Awesome. Second conditional.
Second
Well
condition.
done. Majo, this one, please.
From the robot lab, they returned to the virtual reality room. The line was finally shorter. Daniel smiled and said, "Great. If we try it now, we will still have time before the museum closes."
Okay, awesome. First conditional. Well done. Danny, the next one, please.
The experience was amazing. Daniel felt like he was flying
Flying.
through space. When they finished, Laura said, I will visit this place again further. I want
Oh,
to do every activity.
okay, first condition. Well, I mean, zero conditional. If we visit this place again in the future, I want to try every activity. Okay, thank you. Antonia, the next one. I mean, just finish the reading.
Okay. On the way home, they talk about their day. Daniel said, "If every weekend was this fun, I will never stay home doing nothing." Both of them agreed that it had been one of the best days of the year.
Okay, awesome. Good job. Thank you, guys. Do you have any question about conditional, zero, first and second conditional? No question so far. Okay. So, please, for those one who didn't do the homework, what happened? Remember, you need to do the homework. The deadline is Sunday, right? So please do the homework and be careful with that. If you have any question, let me know as well. Don't hesitate, chicos. Si tienen preguntas, no duden. Es muy importante que las resuelvan. Okay. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, today we're going to work on a listening activity. Okay. So let me see something. Listening practices. Okay, I have a video. And by the way, please remember you need to be on time. It means 5 to 10. Tienen que estar faltando 5 para las 10, porfa. On time, antecitos de la hora. No late, no in time. Chicos, porfis. Recuerden lo que es muy importante. ¿Qué me pasó? Ok, chicos. So this listening activity follows the structure of a Cambridge test. Sí, esta actividad de lectura es un simulacro como de Cambridge. Lo pueden encontrar en YouTube si quieren practicar. Buscan Cambridge Listening Test B1 y les van a aparecer muchísimos. So let's try it. Listen.
Now open your question paper and look at part.
So we're going to listen and we're going to see the question here in the screen, okay? So you need to pay attention to the screen.
There are 7 questions in this part. For each question, there are 3 pictures and a short recording. Choose the correct picture and put a tick in the box below it. Before we start, here is an example. What's the time? Have you got the
Okay, before to start, I'm going to summarize. So, the idea, we have 3 images and a short record, y un pequeño audio. So, we have a question, for example, what time is it? We have different times here, and we're going to listen and then decide what time is it, okay? So, this is an example. Let's listen.
Yes, it's 3:20.
20 past 3.
The first picture
20 past
is
3.
correct. So there is a tick in box A. Look at the 3 pictures for question 1 now.
Okay. In a notebook, in your phone, in your computer, wherever you want, please write number 1 and the correct option, okay? Because at the end, we're going to check. Everyone is going to answer individually all the questions, okay? Todos van a responder todas las preguntas. Por ahora, tomen apuntes para que no se les olvide. Y al final de esta parte, porque el video es bastante largo, vamos a chequear que respondieron. ¿Listo? So, please, take some seconds and look at the images. A woman, a television with glasses. Okay, important. The woman is wearing the glasses, a glasses on the television, and a glasses on the table. So let's listen.
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear each recording twice. 1. Where are the woman's glasses?
Guys, before to start it, sorry. Do you understand the question? Because this is the most important part before answer. Where are the woman's glasses? It's asking for the glasses. And where is for a place, right? Okay.
I can never find my glasses.
Where did you have them last?
I either had them when I was working, or I left them in the lounge when I was watching television.
They're not in either of those places, you know. You're wearing them.
Okay, we're going to listen again. I'm going to give me a moment. I'm going to close the door because I think there's a lot of noise here. Sorry, let's listen again.
Now listen again.
I can never find my glasses.
Where did you have them last?
I either had them when I was working, or I left them in the lounge when I was watching television.
Sorry, it was my bad. Oh, what happened? Guys, sorry.
Not in either of those places, you know.
The lounge when I was watching television.
They're not in either of those places, you know. You're wearing them.
I think it was easy.
2. What damage was done to the car?
Okay, what damage?
Annoyed. Someone's damaged my car again.
Don't tell me someone scratched the paint again.
No, not scratches this time. Someone's put paint all over the side.
Now listen again.
I'm really annoyed. Someone's damaged my car again.
Don't tell me someone scratched the paint again.
No, not scratches this time. Someone's put paint all over the side.
Three. What did she bring?
Sorry, I'm going to pause for a moment. In that way, you can analyze the images, the differences.
Did you remember to bring some toothpaste?
I think so. Wait a minute, I'll look. Soap, towel, toothbrush. No, sorry, I forgot.
Now listen again.
Did you remember to bring some toothpaste?
I think so. Wait a minute, I'll look. Soap, towel, toothbrush. No, sorry, I forgot.
Okay, let's check number 4. Take some seconds to analyze the images.
Four. What did Sally buy?
I see you've been shopping, Sally. What have you got in the bag?
Well, I went into town to buy a new skirt, but I've come back with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans.
I thought you wanted some new shoes too.
Yes, I did, but I couldn't find any I liked.
Okay, I think it was easy.
Now
Okay,
listen again.
I see you've been shopping, Sally. What have you got in the bag?
Well, I went into town to buy a new skirt, but I've come back with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans.
I thought you wanted some new shoes too.
Yes, I did, but I couldn't find any I liked.
okay. Number 5. Let's look at the images. Let's try.
5. Where are the man and his grandma?
Hello, Grandma. Can I carry your case?
That's nice of you. Thank you for coming to meet me. Travelling always makes me so nervous.
Don't worry. We'll be in the car soon, and it won't take long to get home.
Good. I'll be glad to get away from this noisy station.
Now listen again.
Hello, Grandma. Can I carry your case?
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you for coming to meet me. Travelling always makes me so nervous.
Don't worry. We'll be in the car soon, and it won't take long to get home.
Good. I'll be glad to get away from this noisy station.
Number 6.
6.
Look at the images, get ready. Let's go.
What would John like to be?
What do you want to be when you leave school, John? You always wanted to be a professional footballer, didn't you?
Well, I did. I thought about being a doctor too, but I don't think I could pass all the exams.
What about being an engineer like your brother?
It's a nice idea, but I think I'd like to do what my dad does. He teaches maths.
Okay, listen again.
Now listen again.
What do you want to be when you leave school, John? You always wanted to be a professional footballer, didn't you?
Well, I did. I thought about being a doctor too, but I don't think I could pass all the exams.
What about being an engineer like your brother?
It's a nice idea, but I think I'd like to do what my dad does. He teaches maths.
Okay, and the last question, at least with this format, right?
7. Which pianist are the two people talking about?
Okay, it's going to describe someone, so pay attention to the differences, right? Sorry.
I thought the most interesting pianist in the whole competition was Gavin Willow.
Was he the tall one with long hair?
Well, he was tall, but he had short dark hair and a beard.
Ah, yes, I know.
Now listen again.
I thought the most interesting pianist in the whole competition was Gavin Willow.
Was he the tall one with long hair?
Well, he was tall, but he had short dark hair and a beard.
Ah, yes, I know.
Okay, guys, here we have the answer, but let's answer honestly. So, Natalie, the first one, what was your answer?
No puede repetir.
B. So, for the first one, in this case, is letter A. Roger, number 2.
Now turn to
Had short.
What was your answer, number 2?
A.
E, so it's C. Well, we're going to check it again. So, Majo, number 3.
A.
Okay. Next one,
Start
4, Maria
again.
Antonia. What was your answer?
C.
C, great. Ellie, number 5.
A.
A, great. Dani, number 6.
C.
C, and number 7, Santi,
Letter A.
letter 8. Okay, no worries if you make a mistake because that's why we're practicing. So let's listen.
Where did you have them last?
I either had them when I was working, or I left them in the lounge when I was watching television.
So here it mentioned it when I was working, so it referred to this image. Then it says long when I was watching television, right? This image. But then the man said,
In either of those places, you know. You're wearing.
"You're wearing." What is the meaning of your wearing? Guys, what is the meaning of your wearing? María Antonia,
Usando.
las estás usando. Right, so letter A, las estás usando. Okay, let's try with number 2. Let's listen.
It's all over the.
Now listen.
Sorry.
Scratches this time.
2. What damage was done to the car?
I'm really annoyed. Someone's damaged my car again.
Don't tell me someone scratched the paint again.
No, not scratch.
Don't tell me someone scratched the paint again. Scratch, como arañazo. So it refers to this one, to letter B.
Scratches this time. Someone's put paint all over the sun.
Someone's put what? ¿Qué puso? Chicos, ¿quién entiende?
Paint.
Paint.
Paint all over the side. So this one, letter C. And notice, she don't mention it about a broken window. Miren que esta ni siquiera se menciona. Okay, so far so good. Let's continue.
But to bring some toothpaste. Scratch the paint. To bring some toothpaste.
Okay, here is easy. We have 3 items per image. We need to listen which items are mentioned. Tenemos es que mirar qué items menciona. So let's listen.
So, wait a minute, I'll look. Soap,
Soap,
towel,
towel,
brush. No,
toothbrush.
not.
So notice, su, el jabón, towel, la toalla, and toothbrush, el cepillo de dientes, ¿cierto? Miren, son esos 3 items. So, number 3 letter, A. Okay, what did Sally buy? Let's listen.
I did, but I couldn't.
See, you've been shopping. I think so. Wait a minute, I'll look.
Sorry.
What did Sally buy?
I see you've been shopping, Sally. What have you got in the bag?
Well, I went into town to buy a new skirt, but I've come back with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans.
So, entonces está intentando comprar, como conseguir una falda, skirt. ¿Pero con qué volvió? Santi, ¿con qué regresó?
Letter C.
Letter C. Entonces dice t-shirt and pairs of jeans. So, we need to discard this one. So far, this is the possibility, right?
I thought you wanted some new shoes too.
Yes, I did, but I couldn't find any I liked.
Pues miren, yo pensé que tú querías un par de zapatos también. Y dice, sí, yo los quería, pero no pude encontrar unos que me sirvieran. So finally, she bought a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, right? So letter C. So far so good, guys. It's too hard. ¿Cómo lo ven? Sinceramente, es muy difícil, más o menos. What do you think?
Easy.
Easy. Great. Thank you.
I did.
Okay.
Soon, and it won't take long to get home.
Thank you for coming to meet me. Traveling always makes me so nervous.
Sorry.
Where are the man and his grandma?
Hello, Grandma. Can I carry your case?
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you for coming to meet me. Traveling always makes me so nervous.
Don't worry. We'll be in the car soon.
Will be in the car soon. Will be is mean they're not in the car yet. ¿sí? Vamos a estar en el carro pronto, o sea que todavía no han llegado al carro. So this is not the option, right?
And it won't take long to get home.
Good. I'll be glad to get away from this noisy station.
Noisy station. Noisy station. This is an airport, and this is a noisy station. So that's the clue in this question. So the correct answer is letter A, the noisy station.
Would John like to be?
What do you want to be when you leave school, John? You always wanted to be a professional footballer, didn't you?
Well, I did. I thought about being a doctor too, but I don't think I could pass all the exams.
So he mentioned it that he wanted to be a professional footballer or a doctor, right? Like this one. But he thinks he can pass the exam for a doctor.
What about being an engineer like your brother?
It's a nice idea, but I think I'd like to.
Okay, being an engineer like the brother. He thinks it's a nice idea, but he prefers
My dad does. He teaches maths.
do what his father does, teach maths. So this is the correct option, letter C. And
But
finally, I think it's the easy.
Dark and a beard.
One with long hair.
Well, list in the whole company.
7. Which pianist are the two people talking about?
I thought the most interesting pianist in the whole competition was Gavin Willow.
Was he the tall one with long hair?
Well, he was tall, but he had short, dark hair and a beard.
Ah,
So tall, short hair, and bird, right?
yes, no.
So this one. Okay, this is the first part. So related to the images. But then the question are going to change. We're going to
Notes
check.
again. Correct box.
So part 2, question from 8 to 13. You will hear a talk given to visitors to a fashion museum. For each questions, put a tick in the correct box. So in this part, there's no images. We're going to choose the correct option. The speaker said that the fashion now interested rich people, young people, most people. So remember, during this kind of activities in which you have option to choose, first of all, read the question and then read the options before to listen or before to read, okay? So we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to listen the question and answer the question. Listen the next one, answer it, okay? So let's listen.
You now have 45 seconds to look at the questions for part 2.
Okay, let's read the question. So, Ellie, could you help us reading the questions, please, and the options? Ellie. Ellie, do you hear me? Santi, could you help us, please, reading the question and the options?
The speaker says that fashion now interesting. Letter A, rich people. B, young people. C, most people.
Thank you. Number 9. Santi, all the question, please.
Fashion clothes which were made before the
90s, let's say.
90s were letter E, individually made, letter B, copied from pictures, letter C, made of light material.
Material, okay. Number 10, Santi.
Coco Chanel. Letter A was born in 1980. Letter B changes people idea about fashion. Letter C
Ideas.
like wearing fights 15.
Okay, this one. Number 11, Santi.
In the 1920, letter E, while skirts were fashionable, letter B clothes started to cost less. Letter C, women took up sport.
Okay. Number 12, Santi, we almost finished.
Which of these was part of the new look? Letter A, material with flowers. Letter B, very short skirt. And
Yes.
C, longer skirt.
Thank you. And finally, something number 13.
The speaker is introducing an exhibition of letter A, clothes that are very old. Letter B, fashion for the future. And letter C, picture of today fashion.
Okay, thank you. So let's listen.
Museum of Welcome, ladies and
Now we are ready to start. Listen carefully. You will hear the recording twice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Morecambe Museum of Fashion. Before we go up to the fashion exhibition, Clothes of the Future, I would like to show you some slides on the screen and say a few words about the history of fashion. I will also mention some of the important people in fashion. This will provide an introduction for you and will prepare you for the clothes that we're going to see in the exhibition. As I'm sure you know, nowadays, fashion is something that almost everybody enjoys. People of all age groups and...
So, Ellie, the first one. Which is the correct option?
Me? Yeah.
Yes, you, Ellie. Let's try.
I think rich people.
Okay, what about you, Roger? What
Young people.
Danny, what about you? Okay, we have different opinions. That's great. Danny, what do you think?
Young people.
Okay, you agree with Roger. Majo, go ahead.
I think it's most people.
Yes, but you're right. Actually, the correct answer is most people. Almost everyone, casi todos, right? Most people, la mayoría. So, in this case, the correct option is letter C. Good job. Let's continue. Because as we wait for listening, the complete audio could be so difficult to remember all the answers. Okay, so let's try.
becomes usually have an interest in what they wear. But this has only recently happened, and I will tell you why. Until the beginning of this century, it was only the rich who could afford to follow fashion. There were no factories to make many copies of the same article as there are today. Rich men and women wore trousers, jackets, and dresses which were made especially for them. This picture here shows a young lady being measured for a dress that she will have made by hand, exactly how she wants it to be. Ladies' clothes in those days were long and usually tight-fitting and made of heavy material. However, the new century, the 1900s, brought new ideas. The important person at this time was Coco Chanel,
Okay,
who started...
let's listen about this one.
Recording twice. Recording twice.
Clothes of the future, I would like to show you some slides on the screen, prepare you for the clothes that we're going to see in the exhibition. They have an interest in what they wear. But this has only recently happened, and I will tell you why. Until the beginning of this century, it was only the rich who could afford to follow fashion. There were no factories to make many copies of the same article as there are today. Rich men and women wore trousers, jackets, and dresses which were made especially for them. This picture here shows a young lady being measured for a dress that she will have made by hand, exactly how she wants it to be.
Antonia, what about this one? I trust on you, Antonia. That's why I ask you. It's not easy.
I think it's number. I'm between number A and B,
A
but
and
I
B
think
actually is letter, because are not numbers, is letter A. You're right. Individually made. A. Good job. So now we're going to listen about Coco Chanel.
Ladies' clothes in those days were long and usually tight-fitting and made of heavy material. However, the new century, the 1900s, brought new ideas. The important person at this time was Coco Chanel, who started making clothes in 1908 in Paris. Many people think she was the 20th century's most important influence on fashion. Chanel loved to wear loose-fitting clothes and produce jackets and skirts which everyone admired.
Okay, let's listen the second time.
Till the beginning of this century, it was only the rich who could afford to follow fashion. Rich men picture here exactly how she wants it to be. Ladies' clothes in those days were long and usually tight-fitting and made of heavy material. However, the new century, the 1900s, brought new ideas. The important person at this time was Coco Chanel, who started making clothes in 1908 in Paris. Many people think she was the 20th century's most important influence on fashion. Chanel loved to wear loose-fitting clothes and produce jackets and skirts which everyone admired.
Santi, what do you think? Which is the correct option here? Santi, number 7.
Letter C.
Letter C. Okay, thank you, Santi. Well done. Because be careful with this one. She wasn't born in 1908. She started producing clothes at this date, right? It is different. No nació en esta época, sino que en esta época empezó a hacer ropa. Okay, let's continue.
Here's a picture of one of her latest suits. Even today, people still wear styles like this when they want to look smart. Young Paris designers all began to produce simple clothes, and skirts started to get shorter. The idea of special clothes for playing sports also became popular in the early 1920s. Things like long shorts and tennis clothes started to become fashionable. Soon, factories produced these new styles more cheaply, and then many more people were able to enjoy fashion.
Okay,
In 1940s,
let's
they
listen
began to
again.
produce simple clothes, and skirts started to get shorter. The idea of special clothes for playing sports also became popular in the early 1920s. Things like long shorts and tennis clothes started to become fashionable. Soon, factories produced these new styles more cheaply, and then many more people were able to enjoy fashion.
So, Roger, what do you think about this one? 11.
I think B, letter B.
B.
Sí.
Okay,
Yes.
you're right. Clothes started to coalesce. Okay, you're on fire. Well done. Okay, number 12. Let's listen.
1947, after the Second World War, Christian Dior used all the new materials available to produce a fashion which was known as the New Look. As you can see in this picture, he made skirt lengths longer again. Later, in the 60s, flower power and student fashion were popular. In London,
Okay, okay, let's listen again and we're going to answer the number 11. 12.
soon, factories produced these new styles
That's
more cheaply.
11, right?
And then many more people were able to enjoy fashion.
Now 12.
1947, after the Second World War, Christian Dior used all the new materials available to produce a fashion which was known as the New Look. As you can see in this picture, he made skirt lengths longer again.
So, Danny, which is the correct option in number 12? Danny, what do you think? Letter B, no. Natalie, what do you think? Natalie, are you okay?
I think letter C.
Letter C. Christian make long skirts again, right? Okay, good job, Natalie. Well done. We almost finished. Okay, let's listen the last question. I mean, at least for this part.
In the 60s, flower power and student fashion were popular. In London, Mary Quant introduced short skirts. These were worn with boots that went up to the knee. Look at the white, shiny boots in this picture. And now we come to today's exhibition. Some of the clothes you will see today will be very different from anything which you have seen before. The exhibition aims to take a look at the sort of clothes that we might wear in the next 50 years. Let's go inside and have a look at the exciting clothes that are waiting for us.
Okay, so this is the last one. Let's listen again. This last part.
London, Mary Quant introduced short skirts.
And Antonia, you're going to answer, okay?
Went up to the knee. Look at the white, shiny boots in this picture. And now we come to today's exhibition. Some of the clothes you will see today will be very different from anything which you have seen before. The exhibition aims to take a look at the sort of clothes that we might wear in the next 50 years. Let's go inside and have a look at the exciting clothes that are...
So, Antonia, what do you think? Which is the correct option?
I think letter B.
Letter B, you're right. Fashion for the future. Okay, well done. How was it, guys? How was this exercise? Easy, hard, so-so? What do you think? So-so, Majo. Roger, so-so. Antonia, what do you think? So-so or easy?
Just one question, like a little confused.
Okay,
But then,
that happened. That's great. Natalie, for you. Okay, Ellie, what about you?
A little confused and difficult for me.
Okay, that's perfect. No worries. Danny, what about you? And Santi, how was it? Danny, how was it? ¿Cómo estuvo? So. And Santi?
So.
Okay,
It's confused.
what do you think is the most difficult part? ¿Por qué es difícil? I mean, as I mentioned at first, do you understand the questions? That's the first part, right? To understand the question. If you don't understand the question, probably you're going to answer wrong. Then we need to be careful with the options. Commonly, when we have multiple options, they are going to mention it, most of the options, in different way, right? For example, in the images part, in the last one, I think it was, let me see.
Station.
Notice that in this question, he mentioned it, doctor, engineer, and teacher. They mentioned it all the options we have. That's why we need to be careful. In this case, we need to understand clearly what they said. At the end, he said that he prefers to do what her father does, that is, a math teacher, right? Here we have a clue that the noisy station. Oh, what is the station? Is this one, right? So, for example, in this part, when we talk about the images, the first thing we need to do is to identify the difference among the images. In this case, as you can see, the repeated object is the glasses. So, and the question is based on the glasses. Where are the woman glasses? So we need to pay attention to that, what they said about the glasses. As the last question in the previous question, number 6, noted that they mentioned all of these places. They mentioned it watching television, working, but at the end, her husband tell her that she is wearing the glasses, right? Here, notice they don't mention it. This one is even easier, right? We started discarding the options. Scratches, not scratches. What is the meaning of scratches, guys? ¿Qué significa scratches?
Rasguños.
Rasguños o arañazos, ¿cierto? En este caso no tiene. Entonces, finalmente, por si no entendemos, ¿sí? Lo ideal sería entenderlo completamente, pero si tenemos algunas dudas, una buena manera sería ir descartando lo que estamos seguros que no es. Porque, por ejemplo, no mencionan ventana rota, listo, ahí ya hay una para descartar. Ya tenemos solo dos opciones. No hay arañazos, entonces así no haya entendido. ¿Qué dijeron acá? Si no mencionan la ventana rota y si no hay arañazos, es esta, ¿cierto? La idea es entender porque pues, es listening comprehension. Pero si nos ponemos ahí muy nerviosos a durar mucho, como que sí, como que no, pues ahí sí que nos acabamos de joder, ¿cierto? And for the questions,
It's a
for
nice
this kind of questions, it's going to be harder because during the test you're going to listen the complete audio, right? Va a sonar el audio completo. And then you're going to listen again. So you need to try to catch much information as possible. Tienen que tratar de ir atrapando la mayor cantidad de información posible. And as I mentioned it, you need to understand the question and understand the options, right? Usually the question are not, the answer are not the same as they mentioned it. Sí, miren que por ejemplo acá la opción no era la misma que dijeron, ahí no le dijeron literal, no dijeron most of the people have access or interested to the fashion, no. Almost everyone, sí, lo dicen pero en otras palabras, para no hacerlo tan fácil, como una especie de cascarita. Entonces ahí tenemos que prestar atención. Almost everyone, they don't mention it young people and they mention it rich people, pero after that, right? After that, talking about something different in the past. And here we're talking about now, en el presente. Sí, en el presente casi todo el mundo tiene interés en la moda. Y cuando mencionan a la gente rica era en el pasado, haciendo referencia. So, young people are not mentioned, discarded. So, rich people just in the past, so discarded, because it's now. That's why we need to be careful with the questions. Almost everyone, most of the people, la mayoría. Fashion clothes which were made before the 90s were this. I think this one was the most difficult one. Esta fue la más difícil. Made of light materials is not the correct option because actually it's heavy materials, right? And here it says copy from picture or individually make. They mention in a picture for but showing as an example in the presentation. Remember that the woman is using a presentation to help her to explain, right? To introduce the topic. La mujer está utilizando una presentación para introducir el tema. Y ya cuando dice la imagen como esta, donde le hacen a la chica el vestido diseñado específicamente para ella. Entonces son hechos individualmente. Porque recuerden que también mencionan el hecho de que hoy en día se producen como en masa. Y lo que quiero decir es que en esa época eran hechos específicamente para la persona, ¿sí? So, individually made. Coco Chanel, as I mentioned before, in this date, she wasn't born, she started to design clothes, ¿cierto? En esa época fue que empezó a diseñar la ropa. Change people ideas about fashion? No. They said that they introduced new ideas about fashion for by the time, but they don't mention it that change people ideas, right? And finally, this is more clear, it says like wearing light fitting clothes, ¿sí? Eso sí lo dice más específicamente, como que le gusta decir este tipo de ropas. En 1920, ahí dicen que como el cambio de moda, le empezó a costar menos a las fábricas producirlo, ¿sí? Entonces, was cheaper, más barato. So, más barato quiere decir que cuesta menos. Miren que no es exactamente idéntico, pero guardan cierta relación, ¿cierto? Clothes started to cost less. Here, which of these was part of the new look? Miren que ahí mencionan el new look como una nueva etapa de la moda. Esta palabra que está entre comillas es clave, new look. Y dicen que ellos hablan acerca de Christian, make longer skirts again. Porque acá decimos que hicieron las faldas las volvieron cortas y acá las volvieron otras a ser largas, right? And finally, they talk about that clothes may be like 15 years in the future, something like that, when in 15 years. ¿Cómo podría ser la ropa made for a hypothetical situation? Una situación hipotética, ¿cómo podría ser la ropa en 15 años? Si dicen en 15 años, se están refiriendo al futuro. So, fashion for the future. So, we need to be careful with that kind of things, okay? So, Ellie, could you bear with me for a while? ¿Me puedes para un momentico, Ellie? Yes. Thank you. So, Majo, thank you so much. Santi, Roger, Natalie, Gabriel, Antonia, and Daniela. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Take care. Well done. Have a nice day.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you, Mr.
See you.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye.
Thank you. I'll see
Bye.
you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Gabriel. Ellie, could you turn on your camera? I need to take a screenshot, please. Thank you. Give me a moment. Ellie, ¿qué le pareció más duro? La parte de entender como tal.
O sea, lo que más me dificulta es cuando habla rápido, es que no logro comprender.
Sí, realmente hay partes en que habla muy rápido y pues hay que tener en cuenta que el inglés es el idioma que más palabras tiene en el mundo, es el idioma con más palabras. Entonces es común que en una lectura o en un audio encontremos palabras que no conozcamos. Eso es común porque tiene demasiadas palabras. Por eso es que a veces es bueno hacer como esa actividad de descarto. Esto no lo mencionan, eso no tiene nada que ver, lo voy descartando para no confundirme. Y también como les dije, a veces no van la respuesta tan explícita, o sea, no la mencionan igual, sino que utilizan como otras palabras. Ahí es donde tiene que tratar de entender, es que es la parte difícil y relacionar, ¿sí? Por eso es comprehension. Pero por eso también es bueno hacer este tipo de actividades, para ir practicando y no acostumbrando un poquito lo digo a este tipo de ejercicios. Y de todas maneras, Eli, si quiere practicar, en YouTube puede colocar, este video incluso lo bajé de YouTube, mire que incluso trae las respuestas, alguno de ellos. Entonces sería bueno que si llegan a tener tiempo libre, lo puedan hacer también en casa. Igual la idea es hacerlo de vez en cuando en las clases.
Y este link que usted puso estará en la plataforma.
Este video no, porque pesa mucho. El video no lo puedo subir porque dura media hora y hicimos como la mitad del video nomás. Pero dame un segundito. I'm going to stop recording para no hacer el video más largo acá.